Hi kids, if you are listening to this story, it's likely that you missed a day at school or maybe even a week. And we just want you to know that we're thinking of you, we miss you, and look forward to seeing you. This week we're listening to the story and reading and discussing the story, Diary of a Spider. It's one of my very favorites. And also a swallow and a spider. Those are the two little stories that we are reading. The vocabulary words that we are going to discuss and learn about this week are insects, dangerous, scare, sticky, rotten, screaming, breeze, and judge. So hopefully you can learn what those mean when you look up the definition and write a sentence about them. The question we're going to ask ourselves this week is, how do good friends act? We're going to learn a lot about spiders, but we're also going to learn about how true friends act. And we're going to talk about cause and effect, tell how one event makes another thing happen. Okay, so let's start by reading about our author, Doreen Cronin. Two spiders have moved into Doreen Cronin's office, but she says she cannot bring herself to get rid of them. If you like Diary of a Spider, check out Miss Cronin's other books, Diary of a Worm and Diary of a Fly. And the illustrator is Harry Bliss. Whenever Harry Bliss visits classrooms, he asks students to scribble on the board. He then turns their scribble into an animal, a tree, a cartoon character. This scribble game helps kids use their imagination. So maybe you can try that this week. So let's go ahead and get to the story. Diary of a Spider. I'm sorry, I have a little cough, and I'm sorry about that, but just try to pretend like it's not there, okay? Today was Grandparents' Day at school, so I brought Grandpa with me. He taught us 3 things. Number 1, spiders are not insects. Insects have 6 legs. Number 2, without spiders, insects could take over the world. And number 3, butterflies taste better with a little barbecue sauce. So why does Grandpa say that spiders are different from insects? How are they different? Spiders don't have 6 legs, they have 8 legs. Insects have 6. And do you see that it's called Diary of a Spider? And do you see up here where it says March 1st? That's what a diary does. It has dates on it. Let's go to the next date, which is March 16th. Grandpa says that in his day, flies and spiders did not get along. Things are different now. This is awesome! It says right here on this news article, spiders and flies rumble in the city. And it says they're calling each other names in those pictures right there. March 29th. Today in gym class, we learned how to catch the wind so we could travel to faraway places. Oh, now that's funny. Do you think spiders really do that? Next. When I got home, I made up flashcards so I could practice. He made flashcards so he could remember how to catch the wind. So it says, first, climb high. Second, release silk. Third, catch the wind. I made up her own flashcards. I'm starting to see why Grandpa doesn't like her. Because see what number 1 says? Fly. Why does he make flashcards? To learn how to catch the wind. April 1st. I went to the park with my sister today. We tried the seesaw. It didn't work. They don't weigh enough, do they? There's fly and spider. Why does this seesaw not work? That's the cause of it not working. So that's a cause and an effect. We tried the tire swing. It didn't work. We spun a huge sticky web on the water fountain. That worked. Eek! That would work. Absolutely. April 12th. Today was a safety day at school. We learned that vacuums eat spider webs and are very, very dangerous. If we hear a vacuum, we should stop, drop, and run. It's kind of like our fire drills, isn't it? But we stop, drop, and roll, don't we? Okay, so it says stop what we're doing, drop from the web, and run like crazy. So why does spider learn to stop, drop, and run? What are they running from? The vacuum. April 13th, we had a vacuum drill today. I stopped what I was doing, forgot where I was going, and ran screaming from the room. Help, help! We're having another drill tomorrow. Has that ever happened with our fire drills? Maybe when you were in kindergarten. April 17th. I'm sleeping over at Worm's house tonight. I hope they don't have leaves and rotten tomatoes for dinner again. May 7th. Mom said I was getting too big for my own skin, so I molted. That is so gross. What does that mean, molt? He's grown too big for his skin, so he lost the skin, didn't he? And that's what it's called. That's why they call it molt. And that is what happened. He's grown too big for it. May 8th. Today was show and tell, so I brought in my old skin. My teacher called on it to lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Do you see the old skin right here? It looks like a spider, doesn't it? You there, why don't you get us started? June 5th. Daddy Longlegs made fun of Fly because she eats with her feet. Now she won't come out of her treehouse. I'm going to find him and give him a piece of my mind. Why did Fly go into the treehouse? Her feelings were hurt, weren't they? Daddy Longlegs made fun of her. June 6th. I found Daddy Longlegs. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was. I gave him a piece of my lunch instead. Good idea. June 7th. Fly's treehouse flew away in the wind today. So did Grandpa. Is that one way that the author might make Grandpa look to be like a real person? That is that he's going to Paris. Does a real person do that? Another thing a real person might do is June 18th, I got a postcard from Grandpa today. Do you think spiders really write letters? No. But the author is trying to have fun with this. And the postcard says, Dear Spider, ooh la la, I landed in Paris. French bugs are delicious. Au revoir, Grandpa. And it says, leg of French gnat. Give it a try. So he even sends him a treat, tasty treat. June 30th, Grandpa came home today. I couldn't wait to hear about how he rode the winds all the way over the ocean. Turns out he caught a breeze to the airport and napped in first class. July 2nd, Fly came over to play today. She got stuck in our web and her mom had to come get her. Grandpa laughed a little too hard. From now on, we have to play at Fly's house. Why do they have to play at Fly's house from now on? Her mother doesn't think she's very safe at Spider's house, does she? Hi, Mom. Uh-oh. July 9th. Today was my birthday. Grandpa decided I was old enough to know the secret to a long, happy life. Never fall asleep in a shoe. July 16th. Things I scare. Fly's mom. It wasn't his fault, Mom. Oh, scary. Tiny bugs. People using water fountains at the park. July 17th. Things that scare me. Daddy long legs. Why is he scared of Daddy long legs? Because he's pretty big, isn't he? He's scared of vacuums and people with big feet. August 1st. I wish that people wouldn't judge all spiders based on the few spiders that bite. I know if we took the time to get to know each other, we would get along just fine. Just like me and Fly. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I hope you take time to... Just 1 minute. Hey, Angie, I'm recording. I'll call you right back. Sorry, I got a phone call. Okay. One last thing, spelling. You want to remember that O and U can say the O sound and the U sound, and that's the sounds of our spelling words. And our high frequency words are on the paper I'm sending home with you. So take time to listen to the story and read it with somebody, because Thursday you get to have a test on it. See you later.